In a world where everything you do counts for something, like in ways that like the normal non-star people, non-gods and non-lordesses don't even know exist, right? So here's the thing, from the overhead speaker, I know that the original, like, Snow Informer, right, they put him out there, the Jamaican version, right, that was a play on, what, you want us all to, like, lick your ass, meaning, like, the white Jamaican, right, yeah, I know where the overhead loudspeaker played that one out. Ties back, by the way, when I say Haitian, I say French Creole, that little word, C-R-E, O-L-E is a trisomy. I'm the only trisomy officer, NICKLAUS and I, living on this planet. So it's a capitulate, T-R-I-S-O-M-Y. I'm the only one qualified as a diagnostic in order to help out with the security and their mental disease that you all seem to be forgetting. I don't have the disorder. I am the transparent in charge of their safety and care for all the rest of the people not to get hurt. So, just for that side parody of the licking the ass white Jamaican, which I know was a stab in my eye, and my vin from putting Korean in my ear as the Jamaican white woman. Got it, assholes. I've got also now the new version, which is the Hispanica version. I like the words in that one and the message and the Fortuna much better. I think that they did a much more respectful job than the Korean black, like, fight between the broken flapper children of the real Korea and China and all the people that I'm responsible as their one parent and security officer that they're deathly frightened of, and they're like, could you help me? Like, she's a white lady and she's not nice to me. She's a racist. I need you to hold my dipshit Here, take a dipshit lollipop. Here, suck on that for a little bit. Hold my hand and don't let her get near me or in that place of power, okay? That's how fucking stupid you humans are. Because you get lost in words. Write them down. And did they come from your mouth? No. Did they come from God's mouth as the translator of the overhead speaker that comes through on the radio and knows which one of the Mickey Mouse broken children are plaguing the system with confidential, like, human intellect files from, like, MIA elsewhere and MIB, mainframe brain? Yeah, I am the last, like, ditched effort to help your broken towers. Otherwise, we just fucking, like, your skin, we just do, like, an EMP and, like, it just, everybody. The broken flappers, they're taken down, like the beautiful Jamaican, beautiful Haitian Creole, whatever. I don't care what the hell you call yourselves. There's NICKLAUS, me, and there's the inner workings of Benjamin, and then there's my Antonucci, Pole, and then there's Alex. That's it. We're the last known survivors out of this system, because it is that broken. And I'm here trying to help you and figure out who I need to talk to that's just below me that was waiting for me. But I've got a whole lot of broken fucking, like, genetics making up all sorts of stories of, like, well, but where's her security clearance? It's in her birthright. It's called divine right. Maybe you heard of it. I don't know. They talk about it at church sometimes, but I know not everybody goes to church. Some people go to mosques. Some people go to, like, midnight seances with candles and whatever. I mean, there's some of you, I don't even know what you do. It's not my business. I'm not looking for you anyway. Go about your happy business. I gotta, like, protect you and make sure that you can hang out in Candyland and, like, think, like, right, no, you just got here because you were just perfect and you move. Right, yeah, good. Just don't get crazy glued in my direction. You realize that, like, maybe 200 years ago, like, there was no college. There was the King's College you didn't even know existed. You didn't even have a word for it. We used to call it Star College, that we used to handle on a ship in the water so we didn't run into any of you land people. But it was a private, like, one, and you didn't even know what that thing out there was because the wood ships don't go out that far. Great. So that's where we were hiding from all of you last time I was here. And that's where, like, my business meetings were supposed to start. But I'm landlocked because I've got broken fucking genetics with fun wheels. Oh my god, it's so much fun. And now I got a phone. I can call all my friends. Oh my god. And I can play video games all day. I can eat Cheetos. And I can just I'm sucking on my dipshit lollipop. What you want? No, I'll call. Don't let her ever get out of anything, like, into anything important. Got it? I gotta lick my dipshit lollipop with my friends. Like the rest of the people who actually wanted to live, like, and protect their children that they already had by accident, right? I don't know. I mean, I thought maybe while I was here I'd help out a few humans, but clearly, like, nobody likes the actual trisomy, like one security officer who doesn't need a, this is what the paranoid entire Indonesian class, well, where'd she go to university? Well, did she go to the lab? Like, did she spend, like, I don't know, like, how many hours did we spend in the lab? Like, what did we put on the books to, like, as an obstacle that, like, she had to do? Oh, right, we put on there that she had to, like, I don't know, complete, like, 12 years of laboratory science and mathematics, and, like, we made up standard deviation to confuse the humans. She knows about it. But then she's sitting in the class. Yeah, she's sitting in the class going, the fuck did they create? Like, this isn't even real math. Like, there's no purpose for this. Like, in this version of you let them grow way too far out of, like, behind the one wall we built and gave a building permit for, and it has the instructions as to why you don't let them out into the air, the water, or on anybody else's land. Very clear deeding rights. Stupids. I know in this version, everybody's like, wait a minute, oh, there's really such a thing? Well, I don't know. You send your kids and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to some, I don't know, brick building that says it's teaching them something, and then they get out and they're more fucking useless than when they went in, and now they're just older. And now they have toilet paper that the broken flappers are like, well, I don't know. We're in charge of, we crazy glued ourselves onto her God paper as the ones in charge of her and her future. The whole area is stupid. I'm the security guard and the guardian parent over them. They're not allowed to make a single decision, not about money, not about other humans. They're not allowed to attend meetings. They're not allowed to be in any of our fucking business or any part of leadership ever. We visit them and call them on the one phone line they're allowed. They're not even allowed cellular technology. They're not even allowed to know that their genetics and science work off of a keyboard system. Did you know that? Because they get so obsessed with the artificial light. Their anatomy, retina, okay, it's AR. Their anatomy, their retina, they're a terminal. Your body is a terminal. It's going to die. It's going to degrade. Great. Theirs is already broken and programmed for a different lifestyle. But now you all area stupids fell in love with their dipshit, gave them chairs, CHAIRS, in an office where you told them to show up every day, and they're like, really? Tell me more. Really? Science! And then they put all the white people asleep, and then they get the black people all angry. No, we're the star terrestrials. No, shitheads. You're the assholes who send your women over the wall and over the water to breed with beautiful, pure beautiful, melanin rich, not the half breeds that whatever. So you fucked up their genetic house, then you did the same thing to the poor Middle Eastern, like, caramel color and some of the people down in South America. You did the same thing, I mean, because they came out, I don't know, whatever. No need for identities, you know who you are. But normally, they're not as much of a problem as the really white ones that pretend they're gods and are like, well, tell me the difference between her and me and why she's more of a star god than me. Well, here's the thing. She comes from something called trisomy, like the actual security force. Right. Her genetics been coming back for, I don't know, thousands of years. It's actually millions of years, but billions of years. And she owns and designed the system for which you live in that they call aquatic, but you call it something different because they don't want you using the same words. God forbid anybody gets onto a keyboard like the fucking broken people that are trying to sell the rest of the world that they are the most, we're the best and we're multiplied with science. No, here's the thing. I own the programming and the people. I don't need to be like number one in anything because I just am. I'm in number one spot because I'm responsible. What happens to me actually matters. I just don't have a choice because I got so many people that don't matter putting themselves more important than me and then selling themselves a whole nother set of circumstances and narratives that then gets rolled into another generation of, and then all of a sudden they're like, we come along from trisomy and we're like they really forgot everything we taught them. Like, they don't know who I am and NICKLAUS. They don't know why we are, like, we come back to check on the nice children of Earth, usually. I mean, the fact that I have to say how much I hate fucking humans, I had to come up with a word, by the way. There's a whole workshop of I have to be, like, in trisomy, I have to, like, think of, like, my level of degree. I had to come up with, like, I don't know. It took me all of, like, it took him and I mean, we had to go through catalogs of genetics to try to find different variables to put into some kind of new concept deemed hate that I could then communicate while I'm in a genetic human to my others elsewhere because I can no longer fucking trust humans. So now you tell me how many years in a fucking useless college to get toilet paper and whatever I study really fucking matters in the real world. I know, like, the pretend people that suck on the dipshit and they're like, yeah, that was $120,000, but he went to Duke. Hell of an experience. Right, what is he gonna do when he gets out? Don't have any fucking clue. Probably, like, sweep at McDonald's if he's lucky, because he's white. Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, if he's Asian, like, he's gonna be a tech superstar, and he's gonna be a genetic programmer. Like, hello? Anybody? Like, you as a... Like, I liked you back, like, when my grandpa was alive. I watched over you guys. I was like, oh, God. You want to talk nostalgic? I just wish you guys were like you were back then. This version of you is like, oh, my God. They all got, like, Mario and Luigi heads of, like, stupid thinking caps that don't think. Right, yeah, it's a disappointment. So, what office do I go to as a trisomy officer and guardian over the children that are running amok and confusing all of the good adults everywhere at World Leadership? What line do I call for that? I mean, is that like the White House? I mean, I have a cell phone. It's the same one since the Verizon contract after I got saddled and pregnant with the disgusting roamers. Right, yeah, we gave that in an up ahead. Like, don't follow this yellow brick road. Let's do a hard left now before we go down the yellow brick road where the broken children undo all of the bricks, the yellow bricks. They build themselves over God's glass kingdom. GLASSKINGDOME, that she's like protected in from all the evil children of broken faces, looking for something melanin rich like Brendan that's helpful and smart, looking for, I don't know, anything that's beautiful and white like a Joe Corolla, right? Yeah, anything like Michael Houston, sure, right? Okay, I found a couple around here, but like they are so far in between. Like, where did the rest of... Where did they all go? I got a Tia Frio and a roller, like, straight down. Right. So you let them undo all the yellow bricks that we gave you as a caution, don't go down this road. And you're all like, oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Why don't we do some research on, oh my God, look at that. We spent 5 years in the clinical laboratory, and you'll never guess what? We got the same results as what they were saying. Yeah, I had no fucking clue. Usually that's the way it goes, and then we expect a bullet in all the fucking, like, testing laboratories' heads. Oh, the Asians didn't tell you that. Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you let the fucking deformed, like, special children, but they just function a little bit better. Yeah, when we let the special kids run the world, they tend to tell the nurses at the White House that we need more time onto research, because they know it's ticking down, and, like, they're getting away with it. Hello, smart nurse white. Right, I know a lot of you melanin rich. You went into nursing. I mean, do you realize how stupid the white nurses got? I mean, yeah, I know it angers a few people, but maybe I have some smart melanin rich that notice that the Asians are evil. Right, yeah, okay, I think in the black community, or the noir, I don't know what you want to be called these days. Melanin rich works for me, but then, I don't know. I was like, is that a play on words? No, it's what's in, I mean, nurses know. I mean, it's like, oh, fuck. It's like, now I gotta explain on top of explain on top of explain. Right, yeah, it's trisomy security calling. I'm at year 41, all wrong. You let the Down syndrome children, for fun, take up all the yellow bricks that we bricked off the dangerous, hazardous route, and you let them take those dangerous, like, bricks of, well, the protection bricks, you let them pull them out of the protection spot and build a wall so you guys couldn't see what they were doing behind it. And then you just were like, oh, you know what? I'm in charge of research. That's a good idea. I don't want to research more of that. Is that a dipshit lollipop? I'm just curious. What color do they come in? Right, how did you lose your smell for shit? I mean, you don't catch on real okay, well, yeah, I guess Grandpa 100 years ago was right about the up-ahead kids. Imagine that, like, somebody might be right in the world. Rather than the, like, no, we gotta research that before we can do anything. Please kill them. I mean, like, anybody in Delta and Celtic Dad, like, Mountain 6, like, Sigma 6, like, yeah! Can you, like, go take the, like, people who need a million years of research just to find out the answers we already gave them? In order to fix, like, the top tier of, like, we've got Down syndrome running the world. How the fuck did that happen? And why do you think you should stay alive? I'm just curious when you tell me that I can't hire people to kill you all in stupid places that are hurting the rest of us when we know better, and you keep insisting you need education, you need more time in a research lab because you're not quite sure. You have to do market studies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mountain 6 and Sigma 6 and I are like, we're gonna kill stupid for a living. Yeah, we're going down to like single fucking digits. Yeah, that'd be the day. I am rooting that you win that argument finally over like the fucking special kids that went to like Harvard.